Okay, we're live when you're ready, buddy. But
don't do anything embarrassing, right?
well, we'll wait for some viewers to come on first. Yeah. Okay. Huh? They're starting to come in now. Okay, live here doing a video series with Jesse Norris. He's doing a daily video trainer here, and he's just going through the motions. Another warm-up there, isn't it, Jesse?
Walk in the park, hopefully.
Walk in the park, brother.
Alright. So you shoulders, sit here, get in there. Go through all your mental cues again. Hips down, chest up, keep that low back side. Pretty good weight. Let's say rep, maybe two. Not more than that though, so we're going to stick there.
We'll just turn this around here.
Nah.
So how much weight you lifting there, they're asking?
That was 585 pounds.
10 reps?
10 reps, so is that 260 kilos?
Yeah, 260 kilos.
Right around there.
And now, yeah, we'll turn around here. Now, that's quite a lot of volume there.
Yeah.
So is this part of the reason why you increase, your cardiovascular capacity a lot, so you can train intense with this kind of volume, this kind of weight?
Yeah, a lot of guys don't have the work capacity. They can't breathe. They lose their gas, so I do a lot of HIIT training to help with my lung capacity, my work capacity, and it carries right over to the deadlifts or the squat.
All right.
It's still a little hard to breathe though.
Yeah. You want to take a seat now?
Might need one.
All right. So this is the daily video trainer that we're shooting with Jesse Norris. It's going to be on Cage Muscle in a few months' time. Obviously, it takes a lot of time for these guys to edit, but now, we're witnessing the pound for pound the strongest lifter in the world here. And so, absolutely honored to have him do a video series for us. So he's just going to take a break now and throw out a few more sets. So yeah, there'll be a lot of tips on deadlifts that he's going to be bringing out. And this isn't just for deadlifts, this is going to be for squat, for bench, it's going to be accessory movements, it's going to be absolutely everything. So if you've got any questions for Jesse while he's here, he's got some time between sets. If you've got any questions, shoot him through. And you can go follow him on Instagram, Jesse Norris, Jesse JESSENORR. How much does he weigh? At the moment, he's weighing about 205 pounds. Are you in Boise? Yes, we're in Boise. We're training at the Mecca gym here. Does he do sumo or conventional? Yeah. They're asking if you do sumo or conventional.
I'm a conventional puller, so I train for functionality. Sumo, I don't feel like is that functional. Like you don't spread your legs to go pick something up, right? Yeah. You stay pretty grounded. Your base is right below you, so.
And dude's a beast. Jesse, should you do cardio before or after your lifts? It'd be after, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd recommend doing it after, just so you don't gas yourself, so you can get your workout and then hit your cardio, because obviously cardio, it's probably not going to be as hard as deadlifts or squats.
So do you think that you could actually do your cardio and then lift this? Huh? Come on, think about that question before you ask, guys.
All right, guys, so a good point to bring up is when you're pulling, you want to keep your arms straight. If your arms are bent, much greater chance of pulling a bicep or injuring yourself. So keep those arms straight. Another thing you want to think about is where your eyes are, or where your head's at. You want to kind of keep it in a neutral position. Look in front of you, or even while your back's just slightly bent forward, you know, keep your eyes in front of you, spine neutral, in that kind of position. One thing I don't think I explained previously is when you're pulling, not only are you pulling your hips down, but you're pulling your lats and shoulders back, kind of doing a row motion. Pretend there's a pencil in between your shoulders and squeeze it. That way your back's not rounded, your upper back rounds. At a higher weight, you're probably going to lose it. So if you keep that back upright and shoulders back, you know, it's all the drives focused in your hips, glutes, and hammies. So.
You got a few more minutes there, rest?
Yeah.
You got a few more minutes?
A couple.
So, how tall are you? They're asking how tall and how much do you weigh?
I'm about 5'9", and I weigh about 205.
And do you always go they're asking as well, do you go the overhand?
I always do over-under, and I know a lot of guys probably say, you know, that probably creates muscle imbalances, but I don't think that it does.
So someone else is asking here, Dustin is, how do you grip this massive amount of weight, especially during that much volume?
I built up over time. Like, obviously I haven't always been able to grip it, but I've worked a lot with axle. So if you don't know what an axle bar is, it's really fat and you're focused to target your grip strength, as well as farmer carries, things like that. I've done a lot of accessories to target my grip so I can hit this weight and this volume.
And what is your best deadlift at your weight? Well, no, your weight isn't 205 when you compete.
Yeah, normally I weigh about 198, and my best pull's been 826.
826, baby.
I don't know what that is in kilos.
Me neither. I only know plates. If you tell me how many plates.
Just count the plates?
Yeah, just count the plates.
I'm just going to stack pins on there. So our rest periods are about 5 or 6 minutes. Nothing too extreme, just enough to get your breathing about back to normal, but don't allow yourself to rest too long to where your heart rate goes back to resting. You don't want that. You still want to be having your blood pumping, but you want your breathing to come back so you're able to not get too gassed before your next set. Not be too gassed before your next set. All right.
Time to go again. Someone's asking what shoes those are. Are they proper lifting shoes?
These are the Reebok CrossFit PRs. They're built for, it's more of a purpose-built powerlifting shoe. So it's got a wide sole, it's flat, it's great for deadlifting. You're able to really press your feet on the outside of the heels without losing your balance. So it's built so you don't roll an ankle or anything crazy like that.
Staying at home or is he lifting at Fairview? What's that? Yeah.
Now we're going to take a seat and rest up a little bit.
Put your feet up, man.
Wisdom 2 set.
Have you had any injuries so far with all the weight that you pull?
Not recently. I've had some SI joint inflammation, so it's a little part in your low back in between your spine and your hips. That's typical for me. The way I counter that is a lot of stretching, foam rolling, dynamic stretching, and I also use some stim. So electric stim device helps break apart any scar tissue or inflammation and get the blood moving.
Perfect. Is that a? Someone said, is that a Mark Bell design shoe? It isn't. It's a Reebok design shoe, or is it?
Yeah, Mark.
Oh, he has designed it.
Mark Bell designed it.
Oh, right.
And,
Okay.
Reebok bought it, I suppose.
So, typical question here: how much do you bench?
My best bench was 441.
441.
With a pause.
With a pause as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
So none of that bouncing crap. I don't look like it. The little arms, right?
Yeah. So it doesn't matter how much you look like you bench, it's how much you bench.
How much you bench.
So guys, as I said, this video series is going to be going up soon on Caged Muscle. It'll be in a few months' time. But in the meantime, Jesse has started a Periscope account. So what's your name on? Is it Jesse Nor or Jesse Norris?
Yeah, it's Jesse Norris. It's the same as my Instagram. If anyone follows me on Instagram, it's the same for Periscope.
Jesse Nor it is on Instagram, and Jesse Nor.
Yeah, on Periscope too. So
make sure you guys follow him on the Periscope there. They'll be doing some live Q&As and sessions, and you know, you keep an eye out for this video series dropping on the Caged Muscle Instagram as well. It's all about, you know, how to increase your deadlift, your squat, and your bench. Things that I don't generally do. I started doing more deadlifts now, but I'm not a squatter, I'm not a bencher, so you wouldn't learn it from me, you'd learn it from the expert here, so it's perfect for you guys to follow. Does everyone have a paused broadcast? Sorry if you do, guys. Maybe it's to do with the connection in the gym. It seems okay here, possibly. But yes, Jesse is a Caged Muscle athlete as of a couple of weeks ago. However, he's been taking a Caged Muscle subs now since it came out. You can actually go on his Instagram account and you can see his supplement stacks from months and months ago. Will he show his accessory work in the video? Yes. Jesse Norris, so JESSENORR is his Instagram and his Periscope account, but his name is actually Norris, N-O-R-I-S. N-O-R-R-I-S. Kris, pick up that weight. No thanks. I want to keep my back intact today, and I've been sick, and I just trained back actually. Deadlift weight, he's got six plates on the other side. No, the broadcast is fine. Can you repeat it, sir? Repeat what? Just watch the bloody video again. You can watch a repeat if you want. When are you going to release your test booster, Kris? God, not for months yet. Months and months. Probably at the end of the year. Because I've tested it, but now it's gone over to 28 test subjects that are actually going to be testing it now. What would he eat after the workout like that? He'll just have a general protein and carbohydrate meal, whether that be, actually he likes to have red meat, so he'll have steak and like carbs, you know, like complex carbs. What's his workout routine? That's why we're filming it, so you can actually find out what his workout routine is. What's your meal? What's your meal going to be? Am I got you in there? What's your meal going to be after this?
So after this, I'm going to go home. I'm going to have 2 scoops of Recage.
2 scoops?
2 scoops.
Yeah, more than me, man.
2 scoops of Recage, so about, what is that, 56 grams of protein, 10 grams of carbs, something like that. And then usually I have about 50 grams of brown rice and 30 to 40 grams of turkey about an hour after my protein shake.
When do you have your red meats?
Red meats, they're not always included.
Just sometimes?
Just whenever I got steak laying around, but otherwise it's usually turkey or chicken.
Okay. Take some of your pre-cage challenges, no squats. Kris at all, I heard, is the best way to build legs. Yeah, so basically someone's giving me shit because I don't squat. So some people squat, obviously it works great for Jesse, but it's just, you know, I used to do it, but I just found that I got more benefit from the legs, just leg pressing and stuff like that. It's not something that I'd say don't do by any means, but I know what works for me, and I just prefer to get better exertion from the leg press, you know. Just wanted to say, let you know I'm buying Kaged Muscle subs, adds my training, huge fan, thank you very much. Awesome, thank you. Alright guys, is there a reason why you don't wear a belt?
Yes. So, for any of you guys that follow percentages, this is about 75% of my max, but I don't use a belt a lot of time until I get about 85-90%, or 675 plus. And that's going to help me build my core, my stabilization. So when I do pop that belt on, I'm not relying on it, but it does help me when I'm maxing.
Gotcha. Got my Kaged Muscle products delivered to India from KAGEDMUSCLE.com. Insane product. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Will you be at the Arnold Classic in Ohio in March? Maybe. Don't know yet. Can you flex? There. Love Kaged Muscle supplements. Awesome. When on Clean Burn and Recage available? Recage will be about 3 weeks. 2 to 3 weeks. Clean Burn should be within the next week or two. Can squats compress your back and make you lose height? No, you're not going to lose height from squats. However, that's the reason why I stopped squatting, because it was putting a lot of strain on my spine. When is your next video series coming, Kris? In about 3 months, 2 months time maybe, 2 to 3 months time, which will be the beginner video trainer, and then not long following that, we'll have Jesse Norris's trainer as well. Will you be at Toronto, Canada at all? No, no plans. Test booster coming? Yes, at the end of the year. Great meeting you at LA at the expo, although already delicious. Any new flavors coming out of Recage? Yeah, but not until later in the year. How often per week does Jesse deadlift? A couple of questions. How often do you deadlift?
So I deadlift once a week normal, and the other time a week for me is accessories. So I do deficit deads and farmer carries. So it's building the lower end of the portion for strength, so strength off the floor, and then also my lockout.
Okay, and what got you into heavy lifting?
I'd say a friend of mine back in high school, my freshman year, one of my football coaches was coaching the powerlifting program we had at our school, and it was just something that I wanted to try, wanted to do. And went in, did my first meet. I was fairly good. I mean, I was strong, but I by no means was the best. So I went in, felt good about it, and I enjoyed it and wanted to continue my progress. So.
Okay. And what is your particular workout goal at the moment?
For today, we're gonna hit 585 for 4 sets of 10. Maybe 605 for 10. It really just depends on how this last few sets go.
So a lot of it is instinctive training, yeah?
Yeah, it's very instinctive, based on how you're feeling the day of. You know, some days you might be really fatigued, you might have to go down in weight. It just depends on where you're at.
Okay, cool. Alright. Alright, so we're probably going to finish now. You've probably got a few more minutes rest, have you?
Yeah, at least another one.
Yeah.
A minute or two.
Okay, so we're going to opt out now, guys. So remember, you can follow on Instagram accounts and Facebook accounts on when this video series will be dropping. And check out Jesse on his Periscope as well. He'll be doing a lot of live feeds every now and again. All right, thank you, guys.